Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Verene, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Ink Thoughts podcast. Hello Verene, how are you this week?
Hi. Okay. The week start with like the new year. Yeah. I actually had a lot of fun with my friends during that two to 3 days. Yeah. So actually we don't really do much. We just sit together, talk to each other. Sometimes we can touch to more emotional topic, but sometimes just some nonsense lah. But
Okay,
yeah.
Totally understand that.
Yeah, and then we watch a movie together, and then yeah, it was a very fun one. Yeah, I feel how to say that, recharged after that. Then when
Okay.
yeah, but the next day I have to go into office. I feel like, oh no, I'm still not prepared for that.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, the past 1 week is just busy. And then because earlier I was having a holiday kind of thing, and so I have not been like consistently working as much as I should. So when I first go back, it feels a bit like you need to readapt to everything again. Yeah, but now it's
totally
pretty
understand
okay lah. Yeah. Yep. How about
Alright,
you?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
okay.
one thing.
What was it?
On Thursday, yeah, I went to a Pilates class, and it was a very fun one. I didn't expect that I can do that. Yeah, it was my first time. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's very cool. Okay, yeah. I think I should really, I don't know. No, but I mean, I should really just check my calendar to see what I've done this week. I mean, like, not that I've not done anything, but then it just, yeah, sometimes I just, like, I think, okay, like, last week when I was doing my 2021 review, I actually had to run through my whole photos, my Google Photos, because like all my pictures are uploaded there, to check out what have I done every single month, like what are the highlights of every single month. Yeah, sometimes I not that my life is not interesting, but then I just don't remember. Like sometimes you have to look at it to find out, oh, actually my life is actually quite interesting, like these few parts are quite interesting and all that. But yeah, for this whole week, actually, yeah, it's not that interesting. Not that interesting. I mean, it's okay-ish, I don't know, but it's just been a normal week where I just run through my very, very normal schedule. But I mean, on Wednesday I went out for I guess that this is not so interesting, but I guess it's like a few of the most interesting activities, because now that we are not catered, we have to like prepare for our own food and all that, our lunch, our dinner. I went out for is it Monday, Tuesday? Is it Monday? Oh shit, I forgot which day is it. It might be Monday or it may be Tuesday, I forgot. But I went out for a grocery shopping. Yeah, I just bought a few stuff, but heavily inspired from my friend, because previously for the past few weeks I've been literally buying meal deals, so literally a sandwich, something to fulfill my meals and all that, sometimes a salad. So inspired by my friend, who actually bought those smoked pieces of bacon and then some bread and all that, and potato salad, so to make that a meal, I decided to do that, and oh my god, they actually taste amazing. Yeah, it's very amazing, very fulfilling. Yeah, and it's a bit more expensive, but I mean, it's quite worth it. I'll say definitely it's very worth it. I enjoyed it a lot. Like, oh my god, it's literally mind-blowing to me. It literally opened up a new world for me. So yeah, I'm quite happy that I did that. Yeah, and then fast forward, like for the few days, I have no progress. Not that no progress, but nothing special. Fast forward all the way until yesterday, Friday. Yesterday, Friday, I decided to head out to the city. Yeah, but I used the Too Good To Go app and got a few interesting stuff. Got some snacks, got some sushi, like really cheap sushi, which I'm gonna have for probably lunch and dinner tonight. I don't think I can finish all of them for lunch because they're actually rice. I don't know. I'll say. But yeah, like I went when actually I went to the city center with a very weird reason.
Why?
Weird reason-ish. Not okay. We are weird-ish reason. So because I kind of want to have a purpose to go to the city, because like the tram, whenever I go to the city, I usually use the tram, and then instead of being like in Malaysia where they charge you per trip, if you just take one trip, they charge you like £170, I think. But after the second trip, it will literally become a all day ticket. So the all day ticket is actually cheaper than buying 2 single trip tickets. So usually when I go to a city, I just get a all day ticket. So I just go there for a full whole day, since I've already bought a ticket for a whole day, because like it's like £320, and yeah, it's not cheap when you convert that to Malaysia. That's why I was like, yeah, let's just spend a whole day in the city, since I've went there, and then I trying to find a purpose for that. So yesterday, literally I just went to one of another large scale grocery. No, not grocery, no, like kind of like a supermarket, hypermarket ish, like Tesco or like Lotus now in Malaysia. So it's another called Asda. I just want to check it out, because like if I don't do that, I probably won't do that. Yeah, I don't know when I'll do that. So since my friend lives in the city and then he want to go and get some groceries, I might as well just go with him and then just check it out. So that's like a very very weird reason that I go to city center. I believe no one would do that, but then I just did it because I don't know. I just find it interesting. Yeah, I literally just find it interesting. Yeah. So, but beyond that, I did spend my time. I literally checked out the whole city center. I mean, there's quite a lot of interesting shops. So I went to the H&M, the only H&M in the city center, which I knew it existed, but I never went to it, even though I've been here for like 3 months now. Let me check. October, yeah, 3 months now. So yeah, I went and checked out the whole city center. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. I guess so. Yeah. But yeah, like one of the most interesting things is that I got my book, The Courage to be Disliked. Quite an interesting book, which I've read it for a few times. I think you should really read it. I think I might go a bit in depth later on in the insight section. Not right now, but then yeah, it's actually a very good book, and it's the first book that I bought it, which is like totally new. And then I mean, it's the first book I bought in the UK, which is totally new, because previously I've been buying like all used books and all that. And yeah, this is a totally new book, because like there's the used section is, I mean, I bought it off Amazon, and then the used book is the same price as new, so might as well just get it new. Yeah, literally. Yeah, but I mean, like this week I kind of have a dilemma though.
Why?
Because just the cryptocurrency thing, because it fell a lot. It fell almost 20%, like in 2 days, something like that. And then I am really thinking whether should I buy more. Yeah. So I did some calculation yesterday, and because now being a student, I know that I don't really have an income, so I have saved up my living expenses for the next 6 months ish, because after 6 months I should be graduated, and then I can like find a work or something. So I've saved up the next 6 month expenses. So I was like recalculating that whether I can afford to invest more. I realized that I can actually do that, but there's just that feeling that gives you actually quite surprised. My bank account is, at least in Malaysia, so that's where I get my how do I say that, my living expenses from. My Malaysia bank account is exactly the same, I think 3 months ago when compared to today.
Okay.
I'm quite surprised. Yeah, I'm quite surprised. I mean, by then I have already cashed in a lot in the UK, so I think either I had some additional money in Malaysia, and then or maybe I just didn't put additional cash into the UK, something like that. I don't know how it works, but yeah, it's exactly the same. So I was like, that's why I know that I have some extra money which I can spend, but I don't know, maybe the uncertainty just makes me feel a bit unsafe, whether like, should I just spend that, or should I just like save that, in case of things that might happen or something. So yeah, I'm still thinking whether I should purchase that. Yeah. I think it's a rare chance though, now that like after so many rises and it drops so much, so it's a very rare chance that I should probably cash in. Yeah. So yeah, that's just the dilemma I have. I'm still thinking. I don't know. I hate that I feel like I'm spending a bit too much time thinking of this because I still have other stuff to do. But yeah, another interesting thing is that I actually applied for a job because I find this very interesting job. So data and research assistant. So it's kind of like what I've been doing back in my internship company, like data work. And yeah, I believe that I'm totally qualified for this job, and then they are actually paying £10 an hour, and then they require a minimum of 16 hours per week. Yeah, which is amazing. It's amazing. So I hope that I get this job, and then it's for a minimum of 3 months. I don't know. I really want to get it, but I'm not sure. I hope that I get it, because like the thing which I know will get in the way is that I'm an international student, so I'm not sure if they really want that. Yeah, and then even I like that it's minimum 16, and then I want to do minimum 16 because I have other work as well. I sometimes do video for the school, and then now I'm trying to get onto the blogging team as well. I'm not sure if they'll allow me to do that. Yeah. But those will definitely take up some hours, because being an international student, you can only work 20 hours per week. So I'm not sure if they can accept me with this criteria thing. But yeah, it's sure a very, very, very attractive pay.
Yeah.
And then with that, oh my god, I can like pretty much live a normal Malaysia life here.
And also it's something that you like to do, so you're interested in doing.
Yeah, it's something that I like to do. Yeah. But can you give me a second? Can we pause right here?
Okay.
Alright, yeah, sorry for the short toilet break. Yeah, I suddenly felt like going to the toilet. So yeah, now we're back, and then so today we are actually talking about when the sharing turns into bragging.
Yep.
So yeah. Let's start with some. I don't know. Okay. Let me think for a while. I had something in mind about sharing. Oh yeah. I just want to talk this thing about sharing, because like sometimes I don't know. Okay. This actually related to one of the blog which I've written a few weeks ago, 1 or 2 weeks ago, something like that. So this is something I suddenly thought of. I like to call this the back of the book. So basically, there's definitely, we always like to share stuff. We just like to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
We want to share about our life. We want to let people know about whatever we do, all kinds of stuff. But there are certain things in life which will say that are something that we can never share at all. Yeah. It could be because of your work. Let's say it could be work reason. That's why it's like a state secret, company secret, whatever, all this kind of stuff. Or it could be really personal stuff or something that you just don't think people should know. So we call that, I like to call that the back of the book, because the front of the book is basically like people's first impression of you, and then the content of the book is basically what you're about, and then like back of the book is things that are still about you, but then you don't want people to know about. That's why I like to call it the back of the book. So sometimes it's just quite awkward, because there's like all this kind of stuff which you want to share, but then it's just you shouldn't share it. And then for me, one of those few things are because sometimes I just share it to you, so those are not really back of the book anymore. But there are some things that the yeah. But there are still back of the book now that I'm not spending too much time thinking about it, but I believe there are still some. Basically, I'm pretty sure it exists in everyone. Yeah, there's this kind of back of the book thing. But yeah, just sometimes I would say that it's some of the things are back of the book to most of the people, because I don't know, sometimes I just think that it goes a bit too much into bragging. Like, I don't know how much I have in my bank account. I don't know. What do I feel like actually doing? Something like that. I mean, what do I feel like doing? As in, like, what are my dreams and all that? And then why am I actually able to achieve that? What do I want to do? All this kind of stuff. Sometimes, I don't know. I feel like it could be bragging. That's why it's kind of like the back of the book. for most of the people when I'm in front of most of the people, because I don't know, I feel like when I talk about that, it just becomes a bit of bragging. Yeah. So I'm not sure if sometimes I'm just not sure if it's appropriate to share that.
Yeah, I understand how you feel. I'll say sometimes when, okay, my personal experience when I'm with my that group of close friends. Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah. Although we are very close to each other, but sometimes still, maybe in the mid of the conversation, I'll think like, should I tell or should I not? It feels like I'm bragging.
Yeah. I believe that, I don't know. Okay, I think money is the most relatable thing. Like sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes when my friend talk about like you're trying, okay, like even the, let's say if I talk about, if I even to my close friend, let's say to my close friend as well, if I just tell them that you know, like I spend 6,000 ringgit on part-time YouTuber Academy course, and then it's the most worth it thing that I've ever done in the world. And then they'll probably stare at me and be like, you know, with 6,000 ringgit, I can like buy a phone and a laptop. Yeah, I can do a bunch of stuff. And like, why would I go to do this kind of stuff, something like that? I'm like, they might kind of think that I'm bragging-ish, but then I am not, because from my perspective, in my how do I say, in my from my perspective, like in my shoes, I have the disposable money, disposable income-ish, money at my disposal to spend on all this kind of stuff, because I know, and then I do know that this is very important to me, like this adding value onto myself, investing myself. That's why it's more worth it. Like, I'll just say that we are viewing from different point of view. So I am actually trying to share, saying that, oh, this, you know, it's a good stuff, you know. But then for them, they just be like, oh my god, 6,000. You're saying that you have 6,000 and then you're willing to spend it on a course instead of like something that can genuinely see life improvement, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Like sometimes I just, you know, I'm literally just trying to share, you know, like literally, like, to everyone that asks me that, I'll say, yes, it's worth it. And then I'll even say that if you have the money, you should probably spend the money on the same cost, but the more expensive version, the 10,000 ringgit one, because I think that's more worth it. Like, I regret a bit for not joining them, but then I mean, like, yeah, that's more worth it. That's the thing. I'm like, but then for most people, like rich people, you are rich, man. That's why you say that, something like that. I'm like, you don't really get the point, do you? Like, I'm not trying to brag. I'm saying that is really good if you have the money. Yeah, something like that. So, you know, it's a bit hard, you know? Yeah.
But okay, for your case, it's money. But for my case, actually, we don't really talk about...
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, actually...
I'm interested in other cases. Really, whenever I think, I can only think about money when we talk about sharing, bragging things. Yeah, I'm interested in your case now.
Okay, so usually we rarely talk about like money thing. Yeah, the most we'll talk about is just like let's say buying an iPhone or something, like just so not that important. Yeah, so I think there's a few deep conversation we had, and it's actually related to like self-improvement and self-achievement.
Oh, okay.
And also dreams. Yeah. So when I listen to their story, I totally understand that some people might not have a very specific dream because they just haven't find it yet. Yeah, that's totally fine, because not everyone live the same way, and yeah, everyone has different kind of thing they want to pursue.
Yeah.
But at some point during the conversation, I might have some idea that I think maybe it will benefit them or something. But when I say it, I'm not sure how they feel. If maybe there's something like, okay, so you are telling me you're better or something, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm just, from my perspective, I think it works. And maybe it works for you. But sometimes you just feel like after you say the thing you want to say, there's a short silence, and then you started thinking a lot. Then you started thinking a lot. Okay, so maybe they're not comfortable with me sharing things like this. Or maybe they're
Yeah,
thinking I'm bragging or
yes.
something. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this happens a lot. Like, I don't know, like, how do I say it? Yeah, like for some people, that you know for sure that they, cause like now for sure, I believe you know that as well. Like your future depends on what you're doing now and all that. You're in control of your future, whatever. If you don't do it, like nothing's gonna happen. And then some people just truly believe in, there's like chances, there's like astrology and all this stuff. So my life is determined. Like there's luck and all this stuff. I can pray to let all this kind of stuff happen. And then you see them like, you gotta be like, sometimes, things happen this way, or even like okay, in my case, I will talk about like if, because I ran a business and then I got quite some money from it. So if people, I don't know, like people were to ask me like, oh, I don't know, not exactly this, but I know for sure that like whatever you do depends, whatever your outcome is depends on what you do. So you have to put in action first, and then sometimes people just like the example I've talked about. So they believe in all this kind of luck and all this stuff. I just say that no, you should probably put in action or something like that, and then they'll probably think like I'm bragging, like duh, because like I don't know, you can do it. You ran a business, something like that. You're successful and all that. That's why you can do it. Yeah, you have the luck or something like that. Like that's why now you can say that. But for sure, I know that that's what I did. I mean, there is certain luck, but then, I mean, you actually need to build your own luck. You need to be more. You need to work towards getting more kinds of all these chances. You don't get luck by just sitting there, something like that. So sometimes people just don't understand truly why, and then when you actually tell them this is how it works, and then they just think that you're bragging.
Yeah, and especially
something like that. I'm not sure if I'm being clear, but I think yeah, that's I hope that I already get to convey my points.
Yeah, I actually get what you say, and especially when they think that no, I can't do this. This is not something that before they try it out, and yeah, so
Hey,
when
you
they
also.
think it this when they think it this way, then they feel like I'm actually I can, I mean, I cannot assume what they think. I didn't explicitly ask before, but it gives me a feeling like they might be thinking I'm bragging. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like even I don't know. Like sometimes I don't know. Because I truly, actually, yeah. Even now that I'm saying this, I'm not sure if it's the right thing to say to the audience, but to anyone that have no particular good reason to stay in Malaysia, I would definitely recommend them to study overseas. I don't specifically say which country, but I would just recommend them to study overseas. And then when I say this, many people will think that, oh, you're bragging, you're rich, you can do that, like something like that. Like, but I'll say that it is, it opens up a lot of opportunities to you. It opens your mind. I don't know. It's a eye-opening moment. I don't know, something like that. So you get to see more things that you don't normally get to encounter in your country, in your culture, something like that. It's just a good way to get to know more things. Yeah, kind of like widening your box. So you get to have more things that you can see. Yeah, without this experience. Yeah, I'm actually very grateful that I have this like studying overseas experience. Without it, yeah, I don't think I will be able to do more things. Like now, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I just generally feel like I have a lot more chances, even though I've never executed them. But because from my past experience that I've done that in Malaysia, I think over here in other countries, there's just new things that you have never explored. Yeah, for example, here I particularly like in the UK is that for me, being a techie, I like technology and all this stuff. It's one of the it's a first world country, and then it's kind of like second to US. I don't know if it's right to say this, but yeah. So whatever, usually you get the first the newest technology in the US, and then like after they launch in US, like UK will be their second launch country, so I'll be able to get all those new stuff and all that. Like they're using all different kinds of newer technology in UK compared to Malaysia. Like, oh my god, cashless is like so convenient here and all that. There's all this kind of stuff. And then like even if we talk about my course of studying, when I compare just computer science to studying in Malaysia and studying in the UK, there's so much difference. There's so many. I think there's probably 10 times more lecture, I think. I personally think, or even 5 times. I'm not sure, but they have so much resource here, and then they are really doing all kinds of different things that you may never think of. Yeah. So it's kind of like touching those parts where you don't know that you don't know. Yeah. You don't know that you don't know. Yeah, something like that. Like literally it just opens up that part of the world for you. So that's why I think it's very worth it. But then for most people, they just think like, oh, you're probably just bragging, something like that. You can do that, and then I can't do that, something like that. But for a fact, I think like it happens to my friend as well. I don't know that probably she has a very but for my friend, I know for sure that she doesn't think that I'm bragging. I'm just like generally being nice, because I talked about not just the advantage of chances. Like even if you work here, the salary you get here is a lot higher, and then when compared to Malaysia and all that, which brings just a lot more opportunity for you. It might be a bit harder for, I don't know, your first few years here, because you are being an international worker, migrant, I don't know, soon migrant here. It's not gonna be an easy life, but then it's definitely worth it, because it's a huge change. Yeah, it's a huge change that is worth going for. But then I don't know, she probably has her own reason, but then yeah, she just doesn't want to do that. But yeah, like coming to this, like sometimes I generally just want to share that there's just many benefits. If you have the opportunity to get it, you should get it. But sometimes people just think that, no, you're bragging. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. That. Okay. Adding just one more thing, but it's not related to like sharing or bragging. Just I suddenly thought of, actually my mom told me, if let's say in the future I go overseas or anything, actually she say it's okay that if you want to go outside and explore more, but if let's say the life out there is not what you have imagined and what you want, you always can come. You can always come back. There's nothing like you went out and so you should be successful. Only you can come back or anything. Yeah, I think it's worth.
I'm not coming back.
Not for you lah. Not for you. I mean, for let's say the audience, if they have been thinking that they want to go, but there's a fear in them thinking about this. Yeah, there's something from my mom.
Yeah, I mean, for me, no matter I'm successful or I am a failure, I just won't be coming back, I think. Failure may be okay. If I fail, maybe, but if I'm success, definitely I'm not going back. But I don't know, man. I think we're a bit, sometimes I think as Asian, we're a bit confined with this thing. We try to get, I'm not sure about you, but I, like last time I would think of this, we try to get, I don't know, we want to get a recognition or agreement from our parents to do this. And then today I started listening to the Not Overthinking podcast again, because when I was spending my time in the gym, I was like, usually I listen to music and all that when I'm in the gym, and then I just realized that, why don't I just listen to a podcast? So it's like, why not? Like, because I find that I spend a lot of time between my workouts, because like after you do a few reps, you're gonna rest, and then I'm just supposed to rest for 1 minute, but I end up resting for like 3-4 minutes because I'm reading an article or something. So that just takes more time. So I was like, why don't I just like listen to podcasts? So I won't have to read the article or something, because like when I listen to podcast, I can't really read articles and all that. So it will minimize the resting time, something like that. But I think the one I'm listening to now is when Ali Abdal is thinking of moving to America, and then literally, I don't think I really like this mindset. I think most more like in the Western culture where your life is yours, you do whatever you want ish. Of course you can tell your parents, but then you don't really necessarily care about their opinion. I mean, like it's not care lah. Like you have your own reason. Your reason is more important than their reason, something like that. So because he thought of going to the US, to move to the US and be a doctor there, and then he was gonna do it, but then like things happen, so he's not doing that anymore. But I'm like, I because when I think of that back into myself, I was thinking like, let's say if I do want to go to, I want to suddenly, I don't know, I want to move to Singapore or something, I'll probably ask my parents or something like that. I still have that thought in my at the back of my mind, and I'm like, like, why do I need to do that? I think it's just too heavily embedded into our culture that I thought that I should do that, but actually I don't. Like, it's my own life. Like, duh. I just do that. Yeah. And then I don't know. I'll say that my mom is really annoying. Like, every time when you say all this kind of stuff, like even when I talked about like renting that new place, I don't know. They just throw out a bunch of concern. I know they're just being concerned, but then for me they're just being annoying because I've already thought of all that stuff. Yeah, like for me it's kind of more of a form of distrust than a form of care. So like why can't you just trust my choice or something like that? So I'm like, like we can just do whatever we want, like all this kind of stuff. Like even if we are going back to our country, I mean we can just do it on our own. We don't really need to tell them. But let's say if we are really that broke that we want to go back to stay at their place, then we need to tell them lah. But then like otherwise the idea that I have of traveling back to my home country is buying a home there and then like maybe retire there or like take that as a holiday home or something like that. Yeah, but not to go back there and then stay with them, because that's absolutely not what I'm going to do. But I think sometimes we're just too confined with this idea that, we do everything, we must get the permission first. But no, we just do it, you know? It's actually, it's you yourself, like literally. I mean, I'll be happy. I would tell my dad about it, like, I have this plan because, you know, I think it's cool and I can do it. First thing is like, it's cool and then I can do it, so you don't have to worry about it. I'm not doing a stupid decision or something. Like I would love that my child tell me that, like, they're going America or something. But then like, I'm happy. I will be happy that he does that, because that's cool. I mean, like, you have the initiative to do it. You're on your own. You don't need anything. You don't need confirmation or everything. I believe that's a very, very good confirmation from you. I believe you are all grown up and all that. So I think you can just do it. I'll probably visit when I have the chance. Like, all the best for you. Something like that. I wouldn't want him to get any permission from me. Like, do it, because like, I mean, I think that's what humans supposed to do. Like, just do things. Like, if you like let's say a caveman, if you keep staying in your own cave for your whole lifetime, definitely you don't get any progress. You don't learn any new things. You won't learn to kill another new animal or something like that. But like that's, I think, moving to another cave, going to a new environment and then try to live there is kind of like right now where we try to go outside of our comfort circle, the country that we live in, to go to another new life. I think this is like that can be a metaphor for what we should have right now. I don't know, but I did have this thing at the back of my mind, thinking that I'm not sure, maybe I should have a new life every 20 years. I don't know, new life as in like I'll move to a new country and then do that, because like at the right, like kind of at the right time. Like now I'm 20ish, and then I'm starting my new life in the UK, and then maybe when I'm 40, I'll just move to another country, and when I'm 60, I'll move to another country. If I happen to go to 80, okay, I don't know, 80, I'm not sure if it's the right age to move to somewhere else again. Maybe I'll move back to Malaysia. I don't know, who knows. But like that's just a thought that I have. Like, no, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea to do.
It's
that.
actually very interesting.
It's very interesting. It's not an easy thing to do, definitely, but it's a very interesting thought that I think can be explored.
But going back to just how you say about the like living in the cave, if you don't you live at the same place for all your life.
Too long. Far too long.
Actually, I'll say, I know there's definitely people like this out there. So it's actually
a lot of people do that.
There's nothing wrong. Just that
those are the majority people do that.
There's nothing wrong to do that. But if you have you have something that you want to achieve, and you know your life, there's a lot more in your life that you should be exploring, then don't just stop there.
I mean, I don't necessarily mean that you like staying in one country lah, like basically like your comfort zone lah. It's more like
I mean staying in the
like,
cave.
Like staying in a cave is like more similar to like staying in your comfort zone, not necessarily staying in the same country, because I would say that people do that get out, like those the metaphor I use is basically means that those people were got out of their comfort zone, and then you know, like kind of like the top 1% of the world, where you know, Mark Zuckerberg, whatever, or even people who started their own company, something like that. Just that those who constantly travel, constantly explore new parts of their life are the more successful one, like, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and all that, something like that. And then it's better. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I can't. I wish that more people would be kind of like those 1%. Yeah, because that's how the world moves forwards. If you don't keep exploring, if you don't keep doing new things, even failing, whatever, yeah, you are not the top 1%, and then you're not contributing to the world. Like, even if you're failing, you're actually contributing to the world, something like that. Yeah. Let's say if I fail my exam, am I contributing though? I mean, like, if I'm doing another thing that caused me to fail the exam, I'm pretty sure I am contributing to a better world, something like that. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, like, yeah, I think we should go back to the topic. So when does sharing turns into bragging? Yeah, I think we went a bit too far off course there. Yeah.
Actually, I realized at the beginning, everything that we share is actually how we think the others perceive us as, right? And we think they think we are bragging most of the time.
Yeah, true. But do you actually have any moments where you are trying to intentionally brag?
Good question.
I actually have. I'm just gonna confess, I actually have.
I feel that I have, but I can't recall when is it. I feel like I have.
I mean, like a few mistakes I've done when I'm really young. I don't know. I think it's just like more like trying to be attention seeking and all that. So when I'm like in primary school, I've done that. Secondary school, I'm not sure. Maybe. I think there's a few moments, but I'm very clear. I very clearly remember during my primary school, I had that intention. Even now, sometimes I have it. Sometimes I do that and I have that intention of doing it. Yeah, I know that it's not nice, but then, you know, it just feels good to do that. Because, you know, it's like, I don't know, like,
maybe people do good. That to seek for recognition?
Attention. Yeah, attention, recognition. Yeah, kind of like that. So, yeah, kind of, I mean, yeah. But sometimes I get to just stop myself, like, yeah, let's not do that. Let's remain that as a back of the book. I don't think people need to know that, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes... Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, sharing... Okay, but so do you think you have any intention and any moments that you felt like intentionally bragging?
I can't recall, but I have a feeling that I might have done that before. Yeah, but I just can't recall when is it.
Okay, but okay. Now going in depth into this, have you ever have you had any experience where you were genuinely sharing, but then at one point, you intentionally turn it into bragging? Or have the intention of turning it into a brag?
I think maybe sometimes when we had some sort of discussion about some achievement or something, then at first it's a sharing, but towards the end you feel like you want a recognition, or then
maybe you're being attacked or something, then you just want to talk about that. I think yes, I actually have that as well. I have that as well. I have it. Yeah, suddenly you're just like, you know, like you're losing the ground. Initially it's a fair thing, but then someone came out with something, and then you just wanna get onto the stage, you know, be the one standing at top of the stage, so you kind of just said something. Yeah. But all this doesn't explain, I don't know, like all this. So in all this stuff, we talk about actually kind of just two main things. Whenever we brag, we kind of know that we're bragging, just that we are just doing it because we want to do it. or sometimes it's just other people perceiving us as we are bragging. So it's, but is there, I don't know. Is there any way that we unintentionally brag if we exclude the moment where people just think that we are bragging?
We intentionally
Perceive
brag.
us as brag. So unintentionally. So is that, but it's not because them perceiving us as bragging when we're trying to share. Yeah. Is there any,
If let's
is
say
that possible?
taking
I
the
don't think.
the thing that I just said, like at first you're actually sharing, but then towards the end of the conversation, you just feel like you want some recognition, and at first you don't.
But that's
about-
intentional though, isn't it?
No, I was asking.
You-
Is that can that be
I
unintentional?
don't think it's I don't know. I think you'll know though. As long as you have some certain
Okay.
self-awareness, you will know that you have that feeling that you want to win. Like you just don't feel you don't feel good that. Okay, maybe that's one of the way. Maybe for some people it's unintentional, but then for us it's more of an intentional thing because other people don't have self-awareness. But for me, I think during those moments you just felt like damn, like
Yeah.
I'm not getting recognized.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
losing ground. I want to get the attention again. I just want to show that I'm winning this game. So I'm gonna say this. Yeah, something like that. That's what I feel during those moments. Yeah, I have to say, yeah, I've definitely done it. That's why I can totally remember that I've done it, like how I felt during this kind of moment. And then, so whenever I feel like this kind of moment, I just think like, yeah, should I just remain this as the back of the book, or should I just do it? Like, is there any purpose of saying this out? Like, does it help anyone, or like is it just fine? It's kind of like during an argument. Is there a point of winning this argument, or is it just, how do you say it? Oh shit! I forgot what's the phrase. So basically, you're losing this argument for the sake of trying to quiet the other person because you know that there's no point in continuing it. Something like that.
Yeah.
I guess that's a way. For you, how would you notice that? Like, yeah, how do you notice that your sharing turns into bragging?
I think pretty much similar to yours. Like, I might have a feeling like, maybe someone said something that I feel maybe my achievement or my effort is not being recognized, and yeah, like why?
I rarely hear you brag though.
Huh?
I rarely hear you brag though.
Yeah, and sometimes when it comes to that point, because I think I'm aware of that, so I take a second and stop and think, should I continue? So maybe it
Okay,
explains why you rarely hear me brag.
Okay, that's cool. That's good. That's a good trait. That's a very good trait. Yeah, that's a good trait. Yeah. Okay, I guess that pretty sums up. That pretty sums up. Yeah. How when does sharing turns into bragging? Yeah, I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to have a wrap up for that.
Yeah, I think.
Because I just kind
Yeah.
of said it. Yeah. So, but yeah. So let's go straight into the insights of this week, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any insights for this week?
Yeah, actually, I have one. Not any fancy stuff. Just that. When I went to the Pilates class that day, at first when the instructor was explaining what are we doing today, I'm thinking, I have a feeling like, oh no, how can I do that? I mean, I cannot imagine myself in succeeding that pose or something. But yeah,
Okay.
but after a few try, actually I still can't do it on my own. I need the help of my instructor. But then when we move up to the machine, suddenly I did it. Because when I was waiting for my turn, deep in my mind, I don't know why suddenly this thought came up. Like all this while when I went to my yoga classes, I've been going for like 2 years plus, yeah. So actually the one thing that I've learned is to believe in myself, believe in my body, believe in myself. Yeah, so
Okay,
right
that's cool.
after I thought of that, then when it's my turn, yeah, suddenly I did it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like literally it's the same thing for bouldering as well sometimes. Cause like the one scary thing, okay, I think it's kind of maybe a UK thing because um like in UK people that are born here, they're taller, they have longer limbs, longer legs, everything like that. So like I think in like for all the holes on the bouldering, they are designed longer as well because like they can reach
Yeah.
it, but for me, my Asian body, I just couldn't reach it. Yeah. So sometimes I do have to make a jump or something to hold on to that. And then it's still pretty scary because like, it's just scary
Yeah.
to fall
Yeah, yeah.
onto the carpet. So sometimes now what I do is like sometimes I just know I just try to perform the worst case scenario first. I just kind of make myself fall. Like at some points where I know I might fall here, I'll just like let go of my arms and just let me fall or something like that. And yeah, I just kind of need to do that because I know that if I keep fearing that, I won't be able to progress. So sometimes I just do that, and then after that I'll just try to make the jump or whatever. If I fall, it's actually not that bad. Yeah, when you actually fall, then you realize like, oh, it's not that scary, it's not that scary. It's actually a bit funnish. I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, you just need to be, you really need to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
People can do that. If you don't believe yourself, you just maybe perform the worst case scenario, and then like worst case you're done. So how bad can it be? And then you just try to do it, and then you can succeed.
Yeah.
And you can succeed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my insight.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean I have two insights here today. One is just sharing, another one. The first one is more like an insight. So basically, yeah, the book, The Courage to Be Disliked. Oh my god, it is very thought provoking, and then it's more like a contrarian book. So it's basically in contrary of what most people are like usually what books talk about. It's very direct, very, I don't know. People might feel attacked when they start reading it because literally I think the second chapter of something literally just, let me just check. Give me a second. Let me just check it. The third chapter just says that trauma does not exist.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I think you should read it. It's basically, it says that, yeah, everything, yeah, even trauma is kind of a thing that you built up in yourself. So you can't really blame the past for what's happening right now, or what you can't do. If you can't do, that's basically you limiting yourself only. You can't pretty much do everything, just that you choose not to, something like that. So I think it's a very good read that you should read as well.
Yeah.
I believe you understand what are the few things that I'm referring to. Yeah. So yeah, like that's why I think it's very and I'm very surprised because I heard about this book in the Not Overthinking podcast. I clearly remember that it's like probably the first book that Tamor has fully read it. So yeah, the first and I'm not sure if the only book, but then yeah, I remember that. But I forgot about this book for quite some time until like a few days ago when I watched Ali video. He's talking about this book. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this book. I just went straight and bought it, and then yeah, it is. And the moment when I posted on Instagram saying that, oh, I got this book, and then 2% came and messaged to me, and that is a new thing because normally when I post about book stuff, like no one actually messaged me. I'm very surprised that people messaged me because I never heard of this book other than from that podcast. So to me, this is like a very unpopular book. So both of them said that this is a very good book. It's very thought-provoking. It forces you to look at it from a different perspective. And then, yeah, I believe that it's a very good book.
I thought it's a very famous book. I knew it for quite some time, just that I didn't read it.
Okay, never mind then. Okay, maybe just me living in a cave or something. But yeah, like that's why it's a very good book that you should read as well. Yeah, it's quite interesting. It touched a bit on philosophy as well. Okay. Yeah, it touched a bit of philosophy. But yeah. So yeah. Okay, yeah. That's my first insight, and then the second thing is actually a thing I want to. Is it an insight? It's a sharing? I don't know. So that's this thing that I really want to do. I don't know when I thought of this, but then, from all those Cantonese drama and all this. I mean, in drama and all that lah. But I clearly remember it's like from Cantonese drama. I don't know when.
Okay.
When when someone is like heartbroken or something, they want to go on a travel or something, they just take a luggage bag, and then like the parents will ask like, oh, so where are you going? Then they'll just say, I'm not sure. I'll see when I'm at the airport. And I was like, yeah, that's quite a cool thing to try. Like what if I just literally have a like go for a travel? I mean, both of us, we just go on a travel without planning. Yeah, like literally without planning. But the thing is, when I start thinking about that, a lot of thoughts came up and telling me that no, this doesn't work, or something like that. Like, for one example is that I'm like thinking like, no, now, unlike 10 years ago, you can buy tickets at the airport. I don't think now you can really do that. I'm not sure, because like who buys tickets at the airport? Who travels to the airport to buy tickets? Like you buy it through an app, like you buy on a phone. I mean, there's probably ways to do that, but rarely people do that. So yeah, and then like there's just a bunch of weird a lot of thought that just try to stop me from doing it, and thinking that when you arrive at that country, like, damn, you, because like it's supposed to be traveling without a plan. So let's say if you haven't booked a hotel or something, like now people book it on their phones as well. Like you can't just walk into a hotel and then just like book it, because like they might not have places and all that. Then I was like, yeah. But then I realized that the reason that I want to do this traveling without a plan is trying to break this idea, this conventional thought that I have in mind, because I'm just so fixated that things are supposed to work this way, that I kept thinking this way. And then that is the exact reason why I want to do this. I want to do this because I want to break this kind of thought. So I don't know. I think we should do it. Like, just probably go to an airport and just ask around, like, where can I get a ticket or something? I don't know. I'm just trying to see, like, because I don't know. I think I'm trying to think this from a very perfect scenario where I can like travel anywhere. It's like kind of like normal travel, but then just without planning. But then everything will still go smoothly. But I think we should exclude the part where it should go smoothly, as like worst case we're just gonna stay at the airport for like, I don't know, 3-4 hours longer, because since we just bought the ticket and then we need to wait for it, or when we arrive at the country we need to stay overnight at the airport for 1 day because like there's no hotel rooms available, something like that. I don't know. So yeah, that's what I think. That that's the exact mindset that I'm trying to break, and then we should probably do it someday.
Okay, actually I think another thing
with
that
time
maybe
and
you
money.
can like think about, so that you don't feel like that it can't work, is that your intention for this trip is just to like go out and to go to another place. So you don't need a perfect trip. It's okay to just mess things up. And if you don't do much at that country, that's fine, because you just your intention is not
the purpose is just to traveling without a plan.
Yes.
It's not to achieve anything.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but I keep thinking of like, I'm trying to enjoy or something like that. I know this is traveling without plan, so it's more like a challenge than enjoyment. And that is what I am trying to do here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's a cool thing. I don't know, going to the airport, looking at the board, like, so what flight is there? I don't know. Can we still buy tickets there, or we just like look at that and then we need to search online and buy it? I don't know how it works right now. But yeah, like, exactly, this thought is something I'm trying to beat. Like, now I'm trying to worry about like trying to overthink on how it will work. But then no, like we should just go there. We should really have a plan and just say that, go to the airport and then you start thinking about the plane ticket when you're at the airport. You're not supposed to think it before you're there. You're not supposed to search online, search on Google Flights, whatever. You're not supposed to do that, because you only can do that or think about that when you are at the airport. I don't know. I'm thinking of doing that. Yeah. Don't know when. Maybe in 2 years' time, because now life's a bit there's more things that I want to do in life, and then this requires quite some time and some money.
Yeah.
Which is I'm a bit tight on right now. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. I don't know. But yeah. So I think that's the insight that I have. Sometimes we just get too constrained by our mindset. We see it from the wrong perspective, maybe sometimes. Yeah.
I won't say it's wrong, just that the point of view is different.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, true. Okay. But yeah. So anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Okay. So I guess that's the end for this episode then. So thanks everyone for listening, and hope to see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on the Apple Podcast. If you are not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with a link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram or Twitter with the username of incthoughtspod. Thanks again, and see you all next week. Bye bye.